This is Miss Ambrose. She is one of the persons who currently has a campaign on Real Helping Hands, and we just wanted to get acquainted with her as well as get some more details on the situation that she is seeking assistance with. So, firstly, I'd like to ask you, can you tell us a bit about your condition and also how long you've been suffering from this?
Okay, I have stage 3 breast cancer. I actually found out the actual diagnosis I found out in May and had surgery done on the 6th of June. That should be a whirlwind situation based on the fact that it had stage 3, so the doctor had to act quickly to remove the breast. So you have some doctors will say it's best to do the chemo first and then remove the breast after. But in this case, because of the amount of lump that they found, they had to do the removal first of all, and then we're now doing the chemotherapy. And we have radiation to do afterwards.
And how long ago was the procedure done?
The procedure was done on the 6th of June.
The 6th of June.
Right.
How long have you been coping since then?
It's been good and bad. The chemotherapy takes a toll on the body, yes. I'm quite happy that they have removed the breast, although some, as I said before, some people say you put them off before the carriage, you should have done this before you do the other one, but I'm not the expert, right? So whatever thing is being done, I am actually very grateful for it because I'm still alive as it is right now. So I'm grateful.
So besides the physical effects, can you tell us more about the cost effects and how that's affected you and how you've been coping?
Well, I had no idea that this illness costs so much. I've heard about people having to spend how much money and all of that, but until this happened to me, I had no idea this was costing so much. At first, I thought more like there's some small area. You went to the doctor charges like about 3,500. You have a health card. That health card will cover some of these areas. You have a mammogram to do. It will cover when the cost part of it starts to come in is for the surgery. You have all of these scans, the CT scans, the blood tests and everything. It just starts to pile up. It starts to add up. Because in between the surgery, the CT scan and all of that, I've spent over $2.5 million. And when it gets to that thing.
Of those procedures, which is the most expensive thus far?
Chemotherapy. Chemotherapy. Because when you get to the surgery, you're saying, okay, fine, this is the most expensive part of it. But I do have an health insurance that covers some of the costs, right? In my NHF, thank God for NHF. Thank God for the government of the NHF because that pays for most of the medications for the chemo. So we'll get the drugs at the drug serve. Some of them for the drug serve don't have some of them, so we end up going to Pepine and another drug serve there with some of the costs. Some of these items they're not covered by the NHF, but it still helps. Honestly, it helps a lot. But chemo now chemo can run up into $6 million. Wow. Because it depends on the amount of stages that you have to go through. I just finished one set which was 4 fingers, and that was over $300,000, and that does not include having to pay because when you're going through chemo, your system breaks down. The immune system is not good, so you have to be very careful. You can't travel for transportation, etc. So you have to be very careful, right? So in that case, I have to take a taxi. I have to hire somebody to take me to do my chemo. And from St. Thomas to Kingston, it's $15,000. Wow. So that is, it adds up. Now I have another set of chemo which I'm starting today. And it is a 12 steps. It has 12 sections to it. And each of these, it costs $69,000. So I'm looking at about $828,000 that it is right now, and I have to do this chemo every Monday for the next 12 sessions.
I see. And approximately when do they think? Is it after the 12 sessions, or you may need more after that?
Okay. The doctor did mention, Dr. Taylor did mention to me, did ask me if I want to do radiation private or public. So that is telling me that I have to do radiation after I finish chemo.
Okay.
Right? I'm also now having to join the clinic at the KPH because I also have to be doing some of the sessions at KPH, which is different from this 12 that I'm doing.
I see. So in terms of the overall toll, like assistance right now, are you getting assistance from any other person, such as maybe family or so, and also from an income generating perspective? How is that?
Not really. I had some classmates overseas which helps. They do help. You have some people. I have some clients from work which they do help, but I tell you, it's a lot. It's a lot, honestly.
Understood.
I have chemo this morning, and I'm not sure if I'm going to do chemo next week, Monday, because all I have right now is what I have to do chemo today.
Definitely.
So
Listen.
it's been a lot, and the doctor would advise you that you not to stress. You try not to stay away from. You have to get away from these things. You have to eat so because it's not only chemo. I have to be extremely careful what I eat. So we have to be on a special diet, and that takes a lot of money as well.
Yeah. Can I imagine? So in terms of future prospects after the radiology is complete, after that, do they continue to monitor you?
Yes.
Is that done privately?
First of all, after doing surgery, I moved from that doctor to another doctor, right? So the doctor I'm with right now, I still have to go back and see the other doctor that did my surgery at Winchester every other month. And I still have to see my oncologist, which is now doing the chemotherapy.
Understood.
Right? And then after doing chemotherapy, then I still have to see the oncologist. I also have to do CT scans, etc. Because after you finish each set of treatment, you have to do bone scans, CT scans, each with this new chemo that I'm going to start doing now, and in regards to going to the KPH, I'm supposed to get an injection at the KPH, which also is affected, which will affect the heart. So I also have to do echocardiogram on a regular basis, different from the blood tests, etc. And the echocardiograms, they're 12,500, the CTs, the scan, 97,500, and these, it adds up. It adds up.
I can only imagine. So, in terms of the campaign that you have running right now on RHH, the amount that you're seeking, do you think it's likely to cover over time at least the majority of, or partially the cost?
Well, I'm sure it will cover majority of it. And I'm not going to be needing more help, etc. But what I'm asking for, as I was told, is basically the amount just to cover chemo, because chemo is really expensive.
Understood.
Right. But that does not include the medication, etc. As I said, most of the medication that we get from the doctor that the government have running with the NHF, yes, we get most of the medication from there. And it really helps a lot.
I'm definitely glad that you could have gotten that assistance.
Thank you.
It doesn't sound like it's easy to do.
It's not. It's not.
Alright, so I think that covers the entirety of the questions that I'll have for you. In terms of sharing images and being able to contact you on that sort of thing, and you have some contact information on the campaign itself, so we'll definitely have, and anyone wishing to reach out to her can also contact her through that repository as well. They can also directly contact us, and we'll be happy to get you guys in touch if necessary. So it's definitely a pleasure speaking with you, Mr. Ambroze.
Thank you so much, and thank you guys so much for helping with us.
Glad that we can help.
I'm really, really, really grateful. Thank you so very much.
Of course.